Hey there guys, Reckoning here, and welcome back to Let's Play Muramasa the Demon Blade. In the last episode, we finished off the remaining enemy layers, save for one. And in this episode, we will be going for Kisuke's third and final ending. And I'm at level 93, really just so I could use Oboro Muramasa without having to use any stat increasing items. I put on the Dragon God mask just because it was the best stat increasing item I have. And I don't know if higher stats actually gives you better damage or better defense or better health. I'm just gonna guess that it does, which is really the only reason I had that on. How insolent for you to come before me. You were too late. I just landed a death blow on Kagami's detestable daughter. Perhaps because it loathes her so much, Kuzuryu shines brighter from drinking her blood. Edo will surely sink into the ground. So be it. That is Kuzuryu's blade's wish. This energy has pierced all the worlds. The path to the divine has opened up. So it seems like this is so far it looks like this is just the first ending. That's strange. There's no chance to see this through the end. I'm so filled with such regret. Filled with such great regret, I think it was. I don't know. Heaven's gate has finally opened. You may now speak to me regardless of your stature. Bathing in time's divine energy, Inugami will transform into an archdemon. The many pleasures of an enlightened universe will be ours for the taking. Okay, yeah, seems just like the first ending. Kisuke, forgive me. Flee from here, then at least one of us can go on. I thought you'd never give up again. I said that, didn't I? Please don't die, Kisuke. And then she dies. At least I would assume. Even if they have my head, I'll cut big chunks out of you and crush you to bits. And so we fight Inugami Tokugawa Tsunayoshi once more. But now we have really the best blades in the game. I have the Thunderclap blade with an attack of 687. I have the Waning Mood blade with an attack of 724. And I have a Oboro Muramasa with its whopping attack of 757. And don't ask me how I remembered all the stats for that. I don't know. But if you were able to do this the first time, you should be able to do it now. All it really is he technically has more health and he does more damage. But if you were strengthening along with him, technically, it should be about as difficult as it was the first time. This is pretty much the same fight. Just you have better blades. And I think I show something off with a Oboro Muramasa. I think I do anyway. But yeah, this is the same fight that we've seen before, so there's nothing really to say about it. And you've seen all the secret arts. Thunderclap is just, you fall from the sky and you jab into whatever's beneath you. Waning Moon, you've seen that before. Is this where I show it off? Might be soon. You have seen what Disturbance is. I might have actually shown it before. If you're gonna go for straight damage, not really use the secret arts, you're gonna want to go Oboro Muramasa, obviously. Just because its damage is higher. Not by much, but it's got a higher attack than the Waning Moon blade, and it's a regular blade, so it attacks faster. Then I put on a Komori Stone. Now, Disturbance requires a lot of soul. It requires about half the soul bar. So might not be in your best interest to use it unless you've got Save Soul on. You deplete a bit too much of your blade than you would probably want to. But now I'm showing off Disturbance, and looks familiar, doesn't it? Something to be noted is that with the final attack of Disturbance, it will knock him down. If you unleash it right as he goes down, the final wave attack will hit him just as he's getting up and knock him right back down, as I show there. So if you have a bunch of Komori Stones, or an item that would have the same effect as a Komori Stone, then you could actually keep doing that and make this fight very easy. But you would have to have a lot of Komori Stones, or you would need an item that functions as a Komori Stone. And I think I've only got one Komori Stone left. And I kind of want to do this fight legitimately. And you can't really do that with a second form. So you kind of have to do the second form legitimately anyway. But he's on his last life bar. I have noticed that Disturbance isn't a secret art that you can use effectively in every situation. I have noticed that. It doesn't seem to be like the end-all, be-all, best secret art ever. I would give that to more the Gale Tree. Just because of its spamming, and if you use it correctly, you know it's going to hit. Disturbance is... it's not guaranteed to hit. But now we're fighting Inugami. Or really, this incarnation of Inugami. Which is basically the same fight, but has more health. Technically does deal more damage. Percentage-wise, it's about the same. There I go, walking right into the poison. Probably the easiest way to get hits is just to stand on the boss's head. And Thunderclap could technically be a good secret art to use here. Probably doesn't do that much damage, but you know you're getting some hits in. Now this... I want to say I dodged this at some point. I don't remember. I think I roll and dodge it at some point in the fight. So that final attack didn't seem to hit, and like half the slashes from the Phantom Kisukes didn't really hit. So, when you're fighting the final boss, it's not exactly the best idea to use Disturbance, and just focus on using the blade for its attacks. Then again, I guess with the secret arts that I have, really the best one to use throughout the entire fight is Thunderclap, and Waning Moon is kind of a situational type of attack. If you've knocked Inugami to the ground, then you can definitely use Waning Moon. If not, I'd stray away from it. So you're going to mostly focus on your just slashing, or your quick draws, 'cause that's always an option. It looks like he's about half dead. And I'm still hovering around 7,000 health. But one of the blades that I had... okay, I think I do it there. Technically do it there. I roll to the outer edge of it. So I probably evaded a bit more damage than I would have taken. But I think what's helping me along here is one of the blades that I have on has Absorb Life on it. It's not a Muramasa, so I'm not sure which one it is. The Muramasa I know has the effect of raising your strength and vitality by 7 points apiece. Which, while grinding up Momohime for her ending, I noticed that I was able to raise her stats to where she could equip it, then put the blade on and take that stat increasing item off, and she could still equip it because it had the effect on. But I think when I went for her ending, which is the episode right after this, she still wasn't high enough level to actually be able to use it without a stat increasing item. Just because of the way that she grows. Because as I've said, they both grow differently. One grows more for health, or one grows more for vitality, one grows more for strength. Meaning that they're going to hit the requirements for different blades at different times. Kisuke can use Obora Muramasa at level 93. Momohime cannot use it at level 95. She needs to be probably to level 96, maybe even 97 to use it. Because I think I have her at level 95 now. Which I can kind of spoil because you have to be in the 90s to go for the last enemy layer. You need to be in the 90s to use Obora Muramasa to be in here in the first place. So I can spoil that. Your Kuzuryu blade is just scrap iron. You've got no chance against my Oboro style. Me in a Hall Castle, Narukami Castle. Oh, I dozed off and had a strange dream. Get a hold of yourself. It's time now. Tonight, the ninja will make their move. I may die, but I won't let them get the sword. So much for the ninja code of honor and trust. What's this welt on my back? It's a blade wound. I don't believe it. It's just like my dream. And this blade is the destroyer of fate, Oboro Muramasa? And this is where you figure out you actually have a different ending. Have you lost your wits? Hand it over! Tell Yukinojo I'm done being a ninja. While I'm at it, I'll take this with me. If you run, you'll be doomed. I'm sick of hearing about the ninja code. I'll be the first renegade ninja to survive. And he's got a Oboro Muramasa on his side. Kisuke, put that blade down. If drawn, it can possess you in an instant. Call me a traitor or a coward if you want, but I won't let you die again, Torihime. You cannot possess or control me. My Oboro style will control you instead. You can give up on reaching heaven. I'll teach you a lesson you won't soon forget. Your mission is a failure. Flee quickly and feel the sharpness of Kuzuryu. Huh. What is the meaning of this? Except your incarceration, I learned of your treachery from the mouth of Kisuke. You mock me with the drivel of some thief? Do not falsely accuse me. This plot, the handwriting and seal and a secret message, they all belong to you. You obviously sought to undo our family as the spy of the Shogun. Own up to it. Let's get that scoundrel. We'll teach that boy not to sneak around here. Kisuke. More ending. There you go. Ha! Go no further, you thief. You'll be caught and beheaded. Well, it's a bit extreme. There's nowhere to escape. You have to come with us. Sneaking around each night and treating us with such respect, and now you'll pay. But your traitor was arrested, right? Return the Kizuryu blade. I will tell my father how you betrayed the others to save us. The task Interim Yojin entrusted to me is now complete. My Oboro style controls the Demon Blade. This can't do evil while I'm using it. I know it must be pretty difficult to believe, but I swear before Amitabha that this is true. Forget about your priestess's duty to keep Kuzuryu sealed. You're free now. The ship is leaving. Across the sea, since there's no one left to fight here. I'll cut down evil, extracting power from Kuzuryu until its hatred runs out. Oboro style knows no equal under the sun, and I should have no fear of Kuzuryu. Until Kuzuryu loses his power or Oboro style is defeated, I'll continue to risk my life. If I win, I'll come back here. Then I'll carry you off and you'll be mine. Until then, we'll be apart for a while. The unparalleled adventure of Oboro Muramasa now unfolds across the seas. Clearing mountains, Kisuke travels around the world to expel apparitions. Will he ever return home? This epic tale will be unveiled in the next 20 volumes. For now, this brings an end to Ninja Scroll of the Demon Blade, Volume 1. And that is Kisuke's third and final ending, and here are the credits, which I'm going to skip. Choose a different ending for the story of Momohime by using Oboro Muramasa. So yeah, next time we'll be doing just that. So until then, I'm reckoning you the viewer. Until next time, keep on slashing shit, and I will see you guys in the next one.